know I graduated the intern program and all, but I'll bet if I snuck in a little extra credit work, that would really irritate Norma.
Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo and welcome back to another episode of Psychonauts 2. In the last episode, we finished off the main story. We faced off with Maligula and punched her down into a hole inside of Nona's mind. And we became junior members of the Psychonauts, which I love that the badge is actually visible on Raz's little coat there. It's actually a really nice detail. This time, we are going to be going around the Mother Lobe to get the last of the collectibles that we need. We are also going to be grabbing the last of the collectibles inside of the mines that we have left. And we are going to be going around talking with some of the characters now that things have progressed in a different way. Since there are quite a bit of cutscenes, this is probably going to be a very long episode. So, before we go anywhere, we're going to go to the Heptadome.
Looks like the circus shut down. That's sad. I mean, they were just a bunch of fleas, but I know how tough this business can be, and I feel for them.
Okay, so first thing that we need to do is grab ourselves that last figment, which I believe is the only other thing no, there's one more memory vault. That's the last of the figments. Alright, as for memory vaults... There you are, you motherfucker. Come here. Let me smack ya. Nona calls for help. Nona is sad, looking at the water. And she sees Morona. She sees a young Raz practicing his levitation ability, his telekinesis. So Nona gets the bearded lady and has her in disguise. And gives Raz the pamphlet. Which, by the way, this is a direct recreation of the of a mental vault from the first game, and something that I have not talked about at all, at least to my knowledge, is the change in design for Raz's mom. In the first game, in the mental vault, his mom had different hair, and she was bustier. And in this game, like she was like curvier, and for some reason in this game they decided to change her. So this begs a question. Did her design actually change? Or is Raz a creep? By, like, having his perception of his mom be like that inside of his head. You make the call. I don't know. So we see here that Nona was actually the person in the outfit. very interesting. Now let's go to Fatherland's Follies. Ah, there's some figments here that I didn't get. I forgot about these. Boing, boing, boing.
May I trouble you for a bubble? Thanks, buddy.
Aha! Thought I was forgetting some figments here. Boing! Boing! Crap. Boing! Excuse me, I said boing! 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 Let's see. We have the... I think we have the mental vault. Or... no. No, we're still missing that tag. What the hell? Where's the tag? Aha! There you are.
Aha! Here's the Hatbox tag. I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Oh, Crystal is still here.
Hey, how are you doing?
I think I've been here too long. I'm starting to get confused.
Guess we'll go to the gift shop. I don't know what we're missing in that area.
Could you give me a lift? Thanks for the ride. I think I hear. I wonder where Crystal.
I guess we're missing a couple figments in that area.
Version of history. That's giving him a lot of credit.
No, a figment. Which one am I missing? And no, we're missing a figment and a nugget of wisdom.
But I'm not
Alright,
sure I
let's
held
see what
those
I'm missing.
delusions of grandeur.
Is this area still back here? It is.
That's it. I think I've collected every figment in this mine. Oop. I'll take this nugget. Yep.
Alright. That's all the collectibles in the mine. Let's get out of here. Now that we're all done with the stuff in the mine, let's grab the last couple of collectibles that we need.
of the Gastronauts. Not very smart putting your name on it, guys.
I love that line from Gur. I'm a clone of an ugly person. Alright, let's see. We got one more side challenge marker and one more side card. Where the hell are they? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That's where the last side card is? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is embarrassing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why was that? Oh my god, I am so embarrassed. Why? Why? Oh my god. How could I have missed something that freaking easy? Oh my god. Alright, as for the last of the scavenger hunt items, that is located right here.
It's you! My best friend! What's that over there?
Right here in the questionable area?
Pig Leg sits alone. Huh.
So now that we have this, we officially have all of the collectibles in the game. But we are not at max level. Not yet. Now that we have all the side cards, we can get ourselves some of these side cores and go up a few levels.
Let's combine that Psycore with your card so you can rank up. Please use your purchases responsibly.
Now, and now that we have
She went on
the
vacation, but forgot to set her aura to out of office.
all the scavenger hunt items, let's give the last of them to this girl. I forgot her name.
I did it! I got all the mission critical Psychonauts assets.
Get over yourself, kid. It's just a scavenger hunt. But here, I managed to pull this out of the trash for you. Why do you care so much for these old clothes, anyway?
I don't really. I just left a bunch of money in a pants pocket.
No, you didn't, because I... Liar.
Rank 102. That's incredible.
We got the old clothes. Now that we have this,
Or the other kids might get mad and lock me in the closet again.
now that we have finished that,
That's it. I did it. I'm now the most powerful psychic on Earth. Okay. So I mean, I'm the best psychic I can be. No need to get competitive.
Now that we have finished that, we have unlimited ammo for our side blasts and for basically everything. There's no cooldowns, which is very, very good.
Yeah, apparently they're doing a whole mission.
I'll dunk you in the quarry.
But in addition to that, we can also change our outfits.
Time to go back to the tried and true.
We can go back to the outfit from the first game, and Raz still has the Psychonaut, the junior Psychonaut badge on his thing, which is pretty cool.
Is it time for an outfit change? My circus skivvies may be a little tattered, but they really are comfortable.
We can go back to his underwear look with his ripped up leotard.
Is it time for an outfit change? You know, everybody looks good in a suit.
And we can even wear the suit outfit from the very beginning of the game when Raz was in the in Lobato's mind. It's really cool. I like the fact that you can do this.
Is it time for an outfit change? Time to go back to the
I'm gonna go with the tried and true outfit for the remainder of this episode, just because, you know, it's been a while since we've seen this outfit. Okay, I'm back, guys. Now that we are back, we are gonna go see all the things that have changed. And the first thing is Lucretia is added to the thing. I'm pretty sure she was always there, but for some reason the red carpet blind thing was there, so it's, I don't know.
Otto Mentalis, the only one of the Psychic Seven whose mind I didn't get to visit. Maybe someday.
I guess we can't look at Lucretia, but I guess the dialogue has changed.
Compton, with what I learned from you, I might be able to help your grandson Dogen. Or at least help out the squirrels back in camp. Fort Cruller. I'm not sure if you messed up my family, or if you saved it. I mean, I might not even exist if you hadn't done what you did. Maybe I'll figure it out later, when I'm not 10. Bob's still grumpy, but I'm glad he got off that island. I'm so happy Helmet's alive. I hope they find his body someday. I hope Cassie keeps the legend of the Green Needle Witch alive. They need something to scare the new interns with. I'm glad they're finally letting the full story of the Psychic Seven be told.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta go change all those other plaques to say Psychic 7 instead of 6.
Not to worry. I have a graffiti pen.
So you're the one writing Colin loves Kim everywhere. Lawbreaker.
Hey, Coach. Really getting some use out of that swimming tail.
Just doing some research for the amphibious assault capabilities of my Deathbot.
I didn't know your robot had amphibious assault capabilities.
Neither did I, till I took a spin in this baby.
Does that tail make swimming easier?
Wanna try it?
I better not. I'm still learning how to swim.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't want you stretching it out.
What are you two up to?
We're planning our mission to rescue Helmet's body in Grulovia.
And after that, we're gonna buy a treadmill and rescue Poppy's body.
How are you gonna find Helmet's body? Ford and Otto tried for so long.
They didn't have Helmet to help.
Yeah, I should be able to sense my body's location better than they could.
And we won't give up until we find it.
Gonna be like a second honeymoon.
Good luck on your mission, guys.
I just get sad thinking of that poor body out in the cold.
I've had some opening nights that prepared me for much colder.
Hey, what are you and the sandwich talking about? You two missed the rhombus? So, what a ride, eh, Harold? Think you'll settle down here, Harold? You can't go back to the rhombus, you know. We blew it up. Don't get attached to that sandwich, Harold. Sooner or later, he's going to get eaten. Catch you later, Harold. I gotta go work on my personal stats. 102? Wow, really? Excuse me, Agent Forsyth?
Yes, Rasputin?
I just wanted to apologize.
No. I thought we agreed not to talk about that again.
We did?
Listen, in the end, I was the adult in the room. You were the child. I take full responsibility. And the whole thing is just so embarrassing, so let's just move the mission log to the classified file, okay?
What are you doing out here?
Well, just relaxing, waiting for my flight to the tropics. I'm off the clock, but I'm happy to answer any non-work-related questions.
Where will you go on your vacation?
Oh, well, Agents 9 and Vodella were nice enough to give me this all-expense-paid tropical vacation. Look.
That thing's real?
Well, it better be. That prescription sunblock I bought wasn't cheap.
Okay, that's a really funny callback to the very beginning of the game. I love that.
So, what will you do with Crystal Malik?
Well, we don't want any publicity about it, or we'd have to give up Lucretia. So we'll probably just keep Malik here. Maybe give him to Agent 9 for experiments.
Experiments? You're going to experiment on Crystal?
Heavens no! That's terrible. Why would you say such a thing?
You said...
I said we'd give him to Sasha for therapy.
But...
No one likes an argumentative preteen, Rasputin.
Will you miss being the acting head of the Psychonauts?
Not a bit. In fact, my main goal now is to convince Truman to put off retirement as long as I can. He's been threatening me with the title of Grand Head for years. But I do not need the grief.
Do you want Ford to come back and work at headquarters?
Absolutely. Nobody gets my hair like Agent Cruller.
What will you do with Lucretia?
I'd like to keep her under observation.
What about the government? The Grulovian secret police?
Please, this is Psychonauts business.
I'll bet you're happy my family is leaving soon.
Actually, I've invited them to stay.
What?
I see a lot of potential in that sister of yours, and your little brother, and even your father.
Are you going to make my family into Psychonauts?
Well, we should at least teach them psycho-safety. Can't have them running loose, leaving a trail of burning pine cones behind them.
Well, have fun on vacation.
Thanks, Rasputin. If I see an octopus while snorkeling, I'll think of you. Right before I shoot it with my spear gun.
I gotta say, I really liked the fact that they kind of... is that a common glitch? I've seen that happen 3 times now, going through this game. Like, that's really, really odd. But, I do like the idea that they're going to at least teach the family psychic safety. That even if they aren't going to be Psychonauts, they should still teach them how to use their powers safely. Because that's one of the things with the Superhuman Registration Act and the Mutant Registration Act that I've always kind of agreed with in Marvel Comics, is that I don't think that superhumans should be registered for, like, they have to become superhumans, or that list should go into the wrong hands or anything. But I do think that superhumans should be taught the basics on how to use their powers so they don't, I don't know, accidentally blow up Harlem.
No.
Yes!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't you. You were locked up in a brain case far away.
Oh, if only every brainless father had a daughter like you to save him.
Oh, hi guys. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Young man, I still haven't thanked you for saving me from the rhombus of ruin. Lily told me all about it.
I merely did what any psychonaut would do.
Please don't hold against me what that twisted little man said with my tongue.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Except when
And please don't tell me about it either. My daughter has already told me far too much.
Forget about it, Pops. It was a phase. All dads go through it.
How's the brain reintegration going?
Perfect. No side effects at all.
Porpoise Sally and 8-Ball?
Oh? You little trickster. Trying to make me think I have brain damage.
You got me.
That's only going to be funny for a few more years. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm sorry, but I might have broken into your presidential locker on the jet.
As long as you didn't break the music box that was inside. It was my mother's.
Well, we did. But then Raz went inside of it using clairvoyance on a flea and fixed it.
What an enterprising young man.
Did you tell your dad about what happened at camp?
Raz! No!
Oh, well, now you have to tell me.
It was no big deal. Oleander was stealing children's brains and using them as weapons in armored death tanks.
Oh, is that all? Good. I thought it was something more worrying, like kissing. I've heard that happens a lot at summer camps.
Dad! Gross!
Well, I'll let you two get back to talking about me.
Bye, Raz!
Oh, hi, guys. Well, I'll let you two get back to talking.
I didn't mean to talk to them that time. I was just trying to get the Psytanium from them.
Wait. What could you two have to talk about?
Not you, if that's what you're worried about.
Your brother has some ideas about psychics.
Did you know that psychic powers don't come from drinking human blood?
Yes? What else did you learn, Dion?
Did you know fortune tellers didn't actually invent bedbugs?
Give me one more.
Crystal balls aren't actually fortune teller eggs.
Actually, I still half believe that one.
Dion, where did you get all these weird ideas about psychics? Dad?
Queepy told me most of them.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, what...
Colloquios had cursed all Aquatos to die in water.
But it's not true, and we're actually Colloquios?
We have two Colloquio grandmas. Kinda. Our real grandma, Marona,
Who I never met.
none of us did, and her sister, Lucretia, our Nona, who is also someone named Maligula.
The big water funnel we beat up with Pooter.
Yes!
And our real grandpa is Gelson Mux.
No, Gelson Mux is Nona's first husband.
Nona, you and your secrets.
But the poor guy died in the Grulovian Wars before she came here.
And started dating the old bacon guy. Is he our grandpa?
No. Anyway, she went back to Grulovia to help in the war, and that's when she became Maligula and accidentally killed our real grandma, Marona.
That's so sad.
It is. Everybody's sad about it, but it's better to be sad than to do what the Bacon Man did next.
He tricked Papa and told him that Nona was his mama.
He used a machine to trick Papa's mind from the inside.
But Nona is our grandma. I mean, Nona!
Not really, but if we want, kinda?
If she wasn't our Nona, we couldn't call her Nona.
Tella, that's not how this works.
None of this makes sense. I don't get it.
Hi, Mom.
Tutti, my middle baby. So glad you are here. Much work to do.
What work?
Now that you have lifted the evil curse on our family.
I just pointed out that it
was all in our minds. Yes, yes. You believe what you must believe. Either way, it opens up so many possibilities. This is going to be a new golden age of the Aquato family circus.
Water axe?
We will finally earn our name.
Think Dad will be okay?
Eventually. You know, I think there was a part of him that always knew. This may finally bring him peace. Why don't you go talk to him? He's probably up high somewhere, staring off into space. Handsomely.
Did you know the truth about Nona?
Well, she did always seem a little off to me. But I thought that was just a mother-in-law thing.
We'd be lost again?
You've taught me that sometimes you must let your children roam free.
Because that's how we learn.
Because they have psychic powers they can use to crush all who oppose them,
I have some ideas for Water Axe.
I'm listening.
Trapeze over Shark Tank.
How do we transport sharks, Rasputin? Next idea.
Underwater tightrope?
Not dangerous enough. Try again.
Wet blanket fighting.
Terrible. Next.
Dog washing.
Ugh, what else? On second thought, never mind. You've convinced me to avoid collaboration for the time being.
I'm gonna get back to my important spy stuff.
Don't forget to check on your father, Mr. Big Man of the World.
I don't like how Raz's mom is now just suddenly okay with the whole psychic stuff. Like, there was no progression whatsoever with her hating psychics so much that she's like, if you even mention doing psychic stuff in my presence, you take years off of my life. Like, there's no progression from that to, oh yes, honey, I'm glad that you're a psychic. I'm super proud that you're using your psychic powers to psychically punch people in the face or something like that. Like, there's no progression. They just have, like, she hates psychics in the beginning of the game, and then just suddenly she's okay with them for no discernible reason. That, I feel like that was really rushed. That they didn't have to do it that way. But anyway, here's Augustus.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, son.
How do you feel about Nona now?
How can I answer that? She's at the center of so many painful events. But in the end, she might be the one who suffered the most.
How you doing?
I'm not quite sure. So many things to think about.
Are your memories changing?
I don't even know which memories are mine. I have memories of my mother from before she died, and I miss her. But I also have a lifetime of memories with Nona. It's giving me a bit of an identity crisis.
Tell me about your identity crisis.
Well, memories are stories we tell ourselves about where we come from. It's how we figure out who we are. And the story I've been telling myself all my life is a lie.
Are you mad at Ford?
I feel tricked and confused. But that man, he's put himself through enough.
What are you gonna do now?
I think I'm going to let this whole mess simmer for a bit in the back of my mind while I focus on making some new stories for the family.
So, is Nona still in the family?
Well, she's still our blood, Rasputin. And she always will be. As far as where she'll live now, that's up to her. She's with Ford right now in the Green Needle Gulch, trying to answer that very question.
What about the circus?
Oh, son, that's going to be something now. The Aquatos have some great water tricks we haven't used in a generation. It's time for the Aquatos family circus to rise again.
You feel like you're free of the water curse?
Oh, yes, I feel great about it now. Later today, I'm thinking we should all go for a swim. That little army fellow offered to give us all swimming lessons.
Okay. I'll leave you alone.
I never mind talking to you, son. We psychics understand each other, right?
So I mentioned this before, how I don't like how Augustus is just suddenly okay with psychics after being told for so long that he hates psychics, that he has been forcing Raz to train in his acrobatics as a way to distract him from what's going on or kill him. I feel like this game kind of goes too far in the other direction because, like, say Augustus never really hated psychics, right? Then why does Raz have that perception? Because, like, people don't have perceptions of things for no reason. There has to be some truth in what Raz was telling us in the first game. So, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the way that they have that work. So, anyway, let's go to the Green Needle Gulch.
Hi there.
Rasputin, I have much on my mind, but I want you to know that in my heart, you are my grandson. My second favorite grandson.
Well, that certainly sounds like something my Nona would say. What are you two gonna do now?
We're gonna recuperate here for a bit. Make sure Lucy's okay.
Oh, I'm fine! Thanks to little Queepy here.
Think you'll come back to work at the Mother Lobe, Agent Cruller?
Well, I need to spend at least a little time there, or else those bowling alley shoes are gonna sprout legs and walk away. But I'd also love to take Lucy to Whispering Rock.
He thinks if he gets me on the canoe at sunset that I won't be able to resist his advances.
Okay, that's enough.
He's right.
Okay! What's next for the Psychonauts, Agent Cruller?
Well, I'm not sure, but if I have any influence, we'll get back to basics. Exploring the human mind. There's still so much mystery to explore there, Rasputin.
If you're going to give your final frontier speech, I'm going to close my eyes and sleep for a bit. You keep talking.
Well, I thought it was interesting. Have you talked to my dad yet?
Not yet. Do you think he'd talk to me?
I think my dad will need a little time. But you know what they say about acrobats? They're very
always
flexible.
Bounce back.
Well, I hope both are true.
I'll leave you two alone.
Stay away from the water! Oh, sorry. Old habit.
Looks like you got those bees back under control.
Some of them. Still some ongoing negotiations with the Queen.
We'd be more firm with them, but frankly, we need the honey.
Have fun beekeeping.
Come back later for dinner.
We're making goat stew.
Crystal Malik was their voice. Grulovia, Grulovia, his father was a dope. Grulovia, Grulovia, he is our hope. Crystal Malik.
Those lyrics aren't true, you know.
I was there, you weren't. But look, what's past is past. Why don't you let me out of here?
Nope. Sorry. I'm sure they'll let you out of here after your trial or whatever.
Right. Trial. You don't know the Psychonauts.
Haven't you learned anything from this?
Yes. Never meet your heroes. Maligula. What a disappointment.
No lessons learned at all?
Okay, yes. Maybe I was wrong about a lot of things. But I could make it all right if I were Tsar. Being Tsar means never having to say you're sorry.
Well, good luck in there, Crystal.
Glory to Grulovia.
So, I want to talk about something while we're here. So, I don't like the reveal that Crystal is actually Nick from the mailroom and that he was inside of Truman's Anato the entire time. I don't like this because he's infiltrating a group of psychics. Like, people who communicate telepathically all the time. And you would think that a part of becoming a Psychonaut would be for the head of the Psychonauts or someone higher up to read your mind to see you're not a fucking spy. To see if you don't have ulterior motives or intentions. And it's kind of the same thing that I have a problem with when it comes to Coach Oleander in the first game, because like the whole thing with the first game is that the Psychonauts, the Titanium makes unstable people more unstable. So they should have known right from the get-go that Oleander is unstable, because he kind of comes off as unstable, even when he's not near the Titanium. All throughout this game, Oleander feels like he's on the edge of just building more fucking murder bots and trying to take over the world. If this is how he acted before, why stick him near the Titanium motherlode? It's so stupid. And it's kind of the same thing in this game, where it kind of comes off like the Psychonauts are just bad at their jobs if they're allowing shit like this to happen. I don't know, like, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, it makes sense in the story that they're telling that Crystal would be the bad guy and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of foreshadowing with that. There's a lot of, like, not as much foreshadowing as there is in the first game, to be fair, but I don't know. The way that they handle it, I just don't think is very good. But now, we have one more thing left to see.
Dr. Lobato, where do you think you're going?
The green man told me to wait in the brain bumbler.
That's not the brain tumbler.
Oh, I guess I'm escaping then. Bye! Please don't tell. You know I'm a reformed man. You were there. You saw me. Plus, I need to get back to camp. I left my kid there.
Wait, what?
Well, that's it. That is all the major players of Psychonauts 2. Next time on Psychonauts 2, we do the bonus episodes, whenever I happen to do them. But in regards to the next Let's Play, because the bonus episodes probably won't be out for quite some time, join me in my next Let's Play as we go through some spooky, spooky stuff. See you guys then.
And I remember that there's something I've been meaning to give you after all these years. I'm sorry.
A 7 a sinking square window!